Hello, good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Kalpana Rai, Professor and Head SIRT CSC, the SAGE Group. Today, we will see the revision of Unit 2, that is the file system. We will go through all the attributes and the definition related to the file systems. Here we will see the file concept, users and system programmers view of file system, disk organization, tape organization, different modules of file system and disk space allocation methods, that is contiguous, linked, indexed, directory structure and file protection. Also we will see in this unit system calls for file system, file management, disk scheduling algorithms. So let's start with the file system basics. Now computers can store information on various storage media such as magnetic disk, magnetic tapes and optical disk. In order to make computer system convenient to use, the operating system provides a uniform logical view of information storage. The operating system abstracts from the physical properties of its storage device to define a logical storage unit, and this is called the file. Files are mapped by the operating system onto physical devices. We already discussed what is meant by physical devices and logical devices. These storage devices are usually non-volatile. Now the definition of the file. A file is a named collection of related information that is recorded on secondary storage. You already used the files. Commonly, files represent program, both source and object forms and data. When you done the programming, you save your code using the .c or some executable file will be there, then it maybe have the .exe extension. Now data files may be numerical, alphabetic, alphanumeric or binary type. Files may be free form such as the text files or may be formatted rigidly. In general, a file is a sequence of bits, bytes, lines or record. What is a byte? 8 bits equals to 1 byte. Now many different types of information may be stored in a file source programs, that is the object programs, executable program, numeric data, text payroll record, graphic images, sound recordings and so on. The type of file is depends on the data stored in that particular file. We will see. A file has a certain defined structure which depends on its type. है ना, अभी हमने जस्ट डिस्कस किया कि फाइल द टाइप ऑफ फाइल इज टोटली डिपेंड ऑन द what type of data you will store in that particular file. So a text file is a sequence of characters organized into lines and possibly pages. A source file is a sequence of subroutines and functions, each of which is further organized as declarations followed by executable statements. What is object file? An object file is a sequence of bytes organized into blocks understandable by the system's linker. An executable file is a series of code sections that the loader can bring into memory and execute. A file name is usually a string of characters such as example.c. Here EXAMPLE is the alphabets, string of characters. Some systems differentiate between uppercase and lowercase characters in names, whereas other systems do not. Same system, if you use the capital E, so capital E XAMPLE is different than small e XAMPLE. So both the file name may be different in some system. A file's attributes vary from one operating system to another, but physically consist of these. So let's see the different attributes of the file system. The first attribute is the name. So what is name? It is the symbolic file name and it contains the only information kept in human readable form. Then second type of type of attribute is the identifier. This unique tag, usually a number, identifies the file within the file system. Next type of attribute is the type. This information is needed for the system that support different types of files, है ना. अभी हमने देखा source file, object file, then text file, video file, like that. Location. This information is a pointer to a device and to the location of the file, so that file on that particular device. It shows the location of that particular file where it exists. Then next is the size. The current size of file, that may in bytes, words or blocks, and possibly the maximum allowed size are included in its attributes, है ना. वो MB में है, KB में है या GB में है, और it is mentioned in bytes or in words or in the form of blocks. Next is the protection. Access control information determines who can do reading, writing, executing and so on, है ना. You should know some particular user may have the reading authority or reading access to that particular file. Some user may have the right access, some may can change or modify that particular file. So this is depend on the access control given to this particular or to that particular user. Then next is the file operation. So there are so many different types of operations are performed on the file. So let's see that. A file is an abstract data type. To define a file properly, we need to consider the operations that can be performed on files. The operating system can provide system calls to create, write, read, reposition, delete and truncate files. These are what different operation that can be performed on the system, and this operation can be performed with the help of some types of system calls. So first is the creating a file. Two steps are necessary to create a file. First, space in the file system must be found for creating the file, and second, an entry for the new file must be made in the directory. Next type of operation that we can perform on the file is writing a file. To write a file, we make a system call specifying both the name of the file and the information to be written to the file. Given the name of the file, the system searches the directory to find the file's location. Then the system keep a write pointer to the location in the file where the next write is to take place, है ना. आपने भी देखा होगा जब भी आप कुछ टाइप करते हो तो कर्सर चेंजेस. व्हाट इज द कर्सर? इट नथिंग बट द pointer who points the location where user have to write the particular thing in this particular file. So that is writing a file using that particular write pointer. Next operation is the reading a file. To read from a file, we use a system call that specifies the name of the file and where in memory the next block of the file should be put. Again, the directory is searched for the associated entry and the system needs to keep a read pointer to the location in the file where the next read is to take place. So pointer is also needed where to read that particular file, from which particular location we can read that particular point. So today we will stop here. In the next lecture we will continue the file systems. Thank you and take care. Stay at home.